Good evening and welcome back to News Center. I'm Gloria Stone with your entertainment report. Continuing with our high school musical coverage, Uniontown Area High School will be presenting Thoroughly Modern Millie this Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. and on Saturday at 1 p.m. as well as 7. I had the opportunity to speak to directors and cast members about their production.
Which is my character. She is from Kansas and she comes to New York and hopes to marry a rich man, and she's interviewing all these bosses and she finally finds one that's perfect for her. And she's so excited, she thinks she's going to marry him, but he falls in love with her best friend, which is unfortunate. When she first comes to New York, she gets mugged, she doesn't know what's going on, and she stops someone on the street named Jimmy Smith. Well, later in the plot, Jimmy and Millie finally end up together, and she thinks he's broke as a joke, but he's actually a multimillionaire, so her dream does come true.
Thoroughly Modern Millie is different from past musical productions recently done at Uniontown. Cast members engage in a different time period, resulting in different styles of dance.
Different time period than we've ever done. So 1920s were much different for the kids to adjust to.
The tap dancing in this musical, there are a bunch of stenogs, so the tap dancing sounds like a typewriter, and it's in the flapper era, so it's real upbeat and a lot of fun.
Being compared to other musicals, this year's production will surprise audience members with the size of the ensemble as well as the music.
I thought it was a good show for these kids because it's a big cast and lots of dancing.
Because it's really a different musical. It's not your usual, High School Musical or Grease. It's different. I had never heard of it. So, and I really liked, there's so many different parts and musical numbers. And if you like swing music, it's really good for you.
This week is our last segment of the High School Musical productions. We would like to thank all of the schools who participated. In honor of Modern Languages Department's 50th anniversary, Cal students were able to get an insight on salsa dancing. CUTV reporter Allison Gauthier has more on the story.
The Modern Language Department hosted a salsa dancing workshop to teach the students of California University about salsa dancing and the Latin culture. The event was held in the Performance Center of the Student Union. There, students were taught the basic steps of salsa dancing by instructor Julie Rebar.
A dance that's done typically in nightclubs. Its origins were in Cuba, in Havana, and then it moved up to the United States to Miami around the 1950s, and since then it's spread throughout the United States.
Margarita Rebar, a language professor at California, explained why the workshop was held.
We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of teaching modern languages at California University. We began to teach languages in 1961, so this makes 60 years of teaching modern languages.
We got some students' reactions to the event and asked them why they decided to come out.
So I'm in the Ballroom and Latin Dance Club here on campus, so just any time to dance is a good time, so that's why I kind of came out.
The international club, I think, that's putting this on, they came to us with the Ballroom Dance Club, and they were like, hey, we know you guys do dancing. Would you like to come and kind of make it a joint effort? And we thought, hey, great idea. Let's come check it out. There'll be some food, and, maybe we can have a good time.
The students not only learned how to salsa dance, but also got to experience some of the Latin American culture. For CUTV News Center, I'm Allison Gauthier.
This past week's Dancing with the Stars, contestants had to master the quick step as well as the jive. Top scores went to Hines Ward, Romeo, and Chris Jericho. The following night was the first elimination round for the season. Radio host Mike Catherwood was sent home after just 1 week of the show. It's not all fun and games for comedian Steve-O. The star was arrested Sunday in Calgary, Canada from a warrant for charges of assault in 2003. Steve-O spent a short time behind bars after being released on bail. He is due in court in May. Lady Gaga has a new job title to add to her list. She has been recently hired as a fashion columnist for RTV magazine. The singer announced the news, sharing it on her Twitter account. She also has asked fans to send their own illustrations of the artist to be used as her column headshot. The singer will appear in the magazine's first summer issue, set to be released in May. Coming to the Vulcan Theater this week is the movie The King's Speech. The film is based on the true story of Queen Elizabeth's father. Actor Colin Firth portrays King George IV, who becomes king after his brother gives up his right to the throne. Showtimes are at 4 and 8 p.m. So I'm not a real big fan of Lady Gaga's fashion sense, but how do you feel about her getting a fashion column?
I don't understand how she can be a fashion writer. Didn't she wear like vegetables or something?
Actually, Justin, she wore meat. It was raw meat.
Raw meat.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
So I'm going to agree with you. I'm not too crazy about this fashion column.
All right. Thanks, Gloria. When we return, Will Moore has your sports report. Stay tuned.